You said that just the whole not enough manly men and 50-50 mentality, I believe in the 100-100 mentality. He 100% works and I 100% don't. You want to be a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home wife / mom and cook and clean. And I think did you have anything in here about, I think it's sad and hard. I personally like the idea of, no, that's something else. But I assume you want a guy to pay for the first date, correct?
Yeah.
But you're a travel nurse, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You make over 6 figures a year, correct? Most travel nurses make over 6 figures a year.
I haven't done my taxes yet, but I don't know if I would hit that right now.
Are you an RN?
Because I just started.
Are you an RN?
So I've been doing it for almost 6
well, you
months.
just started. Mm-hmm. Well, okay, if you were to extrapolate your earnings for, you've been doing travel nursing for 6 months?
Yes.
If you were to extrapolate that out to a year, do you think it would be over 6 figures?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the whole who should pay thing, it stems from women weren't really participating in the workforce and really making money, but that's gone now. Like you make 6 figures a year, you can probably pay for the first date.
She needs to make sure she's not going to be supporting some rando dude.
I make over 6 figures a year as well, and I think that it's more the gesture of the intention behind paying. It's not the incapability. It's measuring where do we align in our values and what does our future look like together collectively. I agree with what you're saying, and I think that feminism has single-handedly destroyed the family unit in America, modern feminism.
Agreed.
And so, but that being said, the women that are traditional, the same way that you have articulated that if you vetted a woman and asked her on a date that you anticipate to pay for that date, it would be reciprocated the other way around, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
It would be mutually reciprocated. I think Q got it. You understood what I said. It would be reciprocated that if you had asked someone on a date and you vetted them with what you know about them thus far, your values align with what you know about them so far, then we're assuming you're going to pay for the date. Does that mean that it is not courteous of her or to offer to pay? Is that what you're saying? To not offer to pay rather?
No, I don't have an issue with her offering. I don't have an issue with her offering. And if she's in fact a traditional woman and I've pre-vetted her, as is something I do now, it's not something I always employed, then absolutely yes, I'm going to pay for the date.
So you want a traditional woman, just to be clear?
Yes.
Would you be offended if a woman offered?
Hold on. I'll get to you in just a sec. So 5 minutes ago, I requested that you scoot your microphone to the edge of the table.
I'm sorry.
Please. I don't know if we need to super glue that motherfucker
really,
down.
Really tight squeeze. If they can scoot over a little bit.
No, they're good where they are. You're fine.
Okay, sorry.
I don't see how that's at all related to the microphone. So please scoot it to the very edge of the table. Thank you.
Good.
Go ahead, please.
So if you were on a date with a woman, let's say it was a traditional woman who you had vetted, would you at all feel offended if come bill time she went out and put her card down, or would that be like oh, sweet?
I wouldn't be offended. So long as she didn't view it in like, she's like, yo, what the fuck? But I like it when girls simp. You want to pay for everything? Okay.
I find
simp in other ways.
I find with my life, like I grew up very poor, and I'm grateful to be where I am today. But when I first started dating, like the amount of times that it would be like both of us trying to like get the money for it, or eventually I too, like I've been in relationships where I've far exceeded the wages that the person I was with had, and I've been where it's been pretty equal, and also where I've been below. And so I find that when it comes to paying for a first date, I just have a really different attitude when it comes to money. And I think it's interesting because it's something I hear on this show a lot. And it's interesting to hear people's conversations saying, automatically the man has to pay. And it's like, well, what if you're with a man who can't afford it? Or what if you want to help out at one point or another? What if that's your setup?
It depends on if he's a good guy.
He should be focused on what?
His career then.
Yeah, dude,
not
seriously.
Dating.
And I get where you're coming from being put, like, I get that. It's like I think like an old tape. For me, I don't know. That's what I'm thinking, like an old tape. Okay, he's acting like I'm like, I have no idea, but like, I get that, like the first part that you said, why, but I think it just depends on what you just said. Like, he should be working on his career, but that's if you're okay with working and him being the stay-at-home dad. I wouldn't be.
No.
So
Right?
just
No.
on
Hell
that
no.
same note, though, you know, you had said previously how you didn't have a job. You're a full-time student. You just got out of a relationship.
Mr. Evans donated $101.
Thank you, Mr.
Love
Evans.
this show. It has strengthened my relationship with God and with my wife, seeing how
look at
lucky I
that.
am to not be in this modern dating
See, you're
market.
doing God's work.
Very
Keep
lucky.
up the good work.
Very lucky.
Capitalize God's name.
Hey, Mr. Okay, Mr. Evans, thank you, man. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Mr. Evans.
It's deemed
Yeah,
disrespectful.
dude, the current dating marketplace is it's a nightmare, guys.
Can I?
I actually get a lot of
That's why I'm so
messages like
lucky.
that of guys who are married or been in relationships for a long time. And from both women and men, I hear from them and they say, wow, I feel really lucky, glad to not be out there in the dating marketplace right now.
Who's this?
So,
Married man.
Can I clarify
Nope. Yeah, go
a
ahead.
little bit about why I would say he needs to pay first?
Mm-hmm.
So I do travel nursing right now, but I don't, in the next month or two, I don't plan on doing it.
Oh,
So
okay.
it was for a certain season so that I can get into like the financial position so I don't burden my husband when I do marry him.
sure.
And also, I don't date, so I don't go on like random dates. I do more of like courtship. So for me, it's to see if the man is like can provide for a family. As you know, one day I want to stay home with kids, raise
Period.
them, homeschool, things
makes.
like that.
I agree with you. 100%.
So that's my. So yeah, it's more of a traditional.
And
Yeah.
that's why I would say I'm traditional, because we both agree with her, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, we both agree with her, so that's why we put traditional. But whatever.
But I also